Okay guys, what's up? I decided I'm going to start my vlog back again. Now I am using my phone right now, but I have my vlog camera charging. Steel is literally going insane up here. Anyways, it's like 10:30 and I'm still in my clothes that I had on earlier, but I was really cold this morning. I just couldn't put it together. Anyways, the reason I don't have not put myself together today is, for one, I've been so tired. I've been sleeping so bad. Like, my insomnia the past couple months are just like, or not couple months, couple days. And honestly, last couple weeks have just been like absurd. Like, just, I'll fall asleep really good and then I'll wake up and then I'll like get hot, whatever. So I think I'm still dealing with some hormonal issues, even though I have had my period for 3 months consistently. I know my fourth one's coming too because my temperature has finally started to rise, but my cycle days have been around like 36, 37 days, which is like a little bit pushing it. A normal cycle is between 28 and 35 days. And so I know that there is still some sort of imbalance going on. I'm super glad that I am having them, but now it's just like, okay, how can we get them more regular? So I need to like pull back on my training during certain periods of the month. Like, what does that look like for me? Because for one, I don't think people really understand the stressors of owning your own business as a 23-year-old who doesn't know anything about life, really have anything figured out. And, when you have an actual 9-to-5 job, there's so much more stability with that. Whereas when you don't have that stability of like a job security, like if I don't show up, then everything goes down. Like I could show up to my 9-to-5 job and just like not feel good that day and things would be fine. But if it's like myself and I don't show up, or like there's things that I literally have to do every single day and I'll have to like get results, whereas in that other job, like, yes, I had tasks and people that I was giving things my attention, like completing my marketing tasks, whatever, but I wasn't like, I don't know, it's just a whole different ball field now whenever it's like everything's all on me. And I feel like that is a stressor in itself. It doesn't stress me out, but like that is something that takes a mental toll on me, because that is something that I have to, keep doing, keep showing up for. And it may sound like really mundane and silly, but it's really not. Like, this is real life. This is real life. And I've been living at my mom's house for the past 4 years, and I'm finally moving out at the end of this month, and that's just crazy to me. So I'm going to be having a whole ass house payment now, which is totally fine. I can do it. I feel like this is the next step of growth for me. But I was talking with my business coach today. We had like our 90-day call and just like going over like, what went well, what hasn't. And she's like, what do you want to do as a person? And I was like, this is something that I haven't really thought about, because for the longest time, and still is, like, I feel like my identity is just, like health, fitness, my business, and my business is health. And like I don't have anything else. Like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, like we do things together and we're in a good relationship, but like, and I have my dogs, but it's just like, what do I want to do? Like, what's something that's going to set my soul on fire that I want to achieve myself? So I literally wrote down, like, I want to travel like alone by myself 2 to 4 times out of the year. And this can be just like going to a beach, like going on a business retreat, like meditation things, because those things like definitely interest me. Like going on like an all-inclusive like trip where you're like doing daily meditations and like all of that stuff really does excite me. I've been low-key kind of looking into that. But I just feel like traveling should be a top priority for me, just to help me reset, but also like this is the life that I want to build, and I'm continuing to, share my passion for health and fitness and helping people actually like take back their own health. I should be able to, give myself and do the things that I want to do without strictly being like, all right, yep, I gotta just do this because like just my business, that's all I can do. And it's like, there's more to that. Like, you don't go to your 9-to-5 job and then like you enjoy yourself on the weekend, you do your hobbies. Like when you get home from doing your work or whatever, you go and you, like, one of my clients, she goes and plays tennis or golf. I think it's tennis, or no, softball. And she's in like a softball, like intramural softball. And I'm like, cool, I want to do something like that. So it's like, what are like hobbies and things that I can do that literally are nothing related to my job, to, you know, bodybuilding, whatever. And so I'm really kind of in a self-discovery with that. But yeah, and right before this call, I had my like the actual business owner of like my business coaching company, whatever. He's not my actual coach. He has coaches underneath him, but he's like the main guy that created it. And he's like, I'm gonna do this one-off call at 9 a.m. And I was like, shoot, I'm getting on. I actually had a call with my actual coach at 9, so I got on at 9:30 and just got over at 10:30. But I was just like asking him, and I don't know, he was talking about YouTube and getting back into it, and I was like, why not? Because YouTube shares a much more like just of like who I am as a person. But yeah, I haven't gotten ready today because tonight, which I really need to work on this, I'm just like kind of putting it off. I am doing I'm doing speaking at the high school that I went to, which I'm kind of nervous because I have not gone back into this high school since I've been in high school. It's just been 5 years, literally 5 years since I've gone into this school. So it's kind of giving me like a little bit of anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, because I think that when I left there was like COVID, because that's what happened my senior year of high school. And so then I haven't gone back. Like whenever we left for spring break, we didn't come back. We only came back in to record our valedictorian speech. That was literally it. We had to record it, and then our graduation was recorded. Anyways, that's here nor there. I'm going to be going back there for the first time in 5 years, and I'm giving a speech because we have a memorial scholarship for my dad for one boy and one girl. I think it's, my camera just turned on. Woo, it's charging. One boy and one girl. So I'm kind of giving the speech of like telling about like, it's not a big speech. Like it'll probably be like 30. It'll probably be like 30 seconds to a minute long. And I'm probably going to ask ChatGPT to help me kind of just like come out with an outline and then like make changes as I needed. That's giving me a little bit of anxiety today, not going to lie. So anyways, I have a lot of really good ideas and things that I want to like accomplish for my, you know, the next like 5 to 10 years that I want to do. So yeah, I'm really anxious to start, just get the ball rolling on everything. It's honestly like gives me a pit in my stomach. It makes me nervous thinking about that, but I've been focusing on just being a lot more like here and present. So I am going to, the rest of the day, I'm going to be doing my client check-ins. I was supposed to go train with my coach, but I was like, we're gonna have to postpone because I just got too much stuff to do today, and I don't want to be rushing around because I like to put too much on my plate sometimes. But no, we're not doing that, so we'll just have to do it another time. Plus, I've just been feeling like doo-doo, to be honest, because my sleep has been so off, and I don't know why. And like I said, I think it's the hormonal fluctuations going on. But yeah, I'm gonna do my check-ins. I'm going to send out a gut guide that I've created and get ready to do a 30-day challenge with anybody that wants to join. So it'll just be like a 30-day challenge and making a whole guide and whole outline for it. So be prepared for that. If you're watching this, we're going to be doing it May 15th through June 15th. So that's going to be exciting. And what else did I want to share today? So yeah, I'll be working on that the rest of the day. I'm supposed to go to Pilates at 12:30, which I've already paid for it, so I just need to go. But it's just like I feel like I have too much to do. But I need to do it because I need to get in some exercise. And it's so relaxing doing the actual, I think it's the classic, because there's reformer and then there's classic. Reformer is like more intense, where classic is just like slow and flowy, and it feels so much better than the reformer. To me, it's just not as high intensity, and I like it so much better. You just move your body in a different way, but it still feels really good. So I'm going to be doing that too, but I could probably take you along and show you kind of what that looks like. But yeah, the rest of the day is just going to be plugging away. I like to have more slow mornings and then my afternoons, like slow mornings, and then I'll go to the gym usually, and then I'll have lunch, and then I'll do like my 3 to 5 hour work block that I usually do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My daily non-negotiables, my meditation, I did that this morning, so I didn't really share my morning. But my breakfast, I walked after that, which my treadmill's been crappy. It's been raining outside, so I haven't been able to go outside. But tomorrow through the rest of the week's going to be really nice. So yeah, just kind of what's going on. But I want to try posting YouTube every week now. So I just think it'd be good, like, to share, like, who I am to my core. And I'm just excited to do it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the journey. And in the next, like, couple weeks too, I'm going to be moving. So I'll probably share my whole moving journey and process too. I know the camera quality is really bad because I'm not on the actual camera. But once that gets charged up, I'll start using it instead. So I think that's it. Oh, another thing, today was like my check-in day as well. So I haven't been weighing myself. I weighed myself last week because it had been like 3 weeks. And I didn't weigh myself today. But my glucose levels were good. My waist circumference was up a lot. And that's because I was super bloated. Anytime I sleep terribly, I'm very much bloated and water inflamed. But I was still able to have a bowel movement. So yay. But yeah, I think that's all I got, and I'll see you when I go to Pilates and make my lunch, and I'm gonna be doing some of my check-ins. So we're gonna chop some sweet potatoes up together because I don't have anything prepped. And while it's like baking in the oven, I'll get some of my check-ins done for the day. But the last of the sweet potato got used by my boyfriend, so. I'm gonna chop these bad boys up, but we'll also just chit chat. I like to chop them up into like cubes. I turn the oven to like the highest it can go so that they can cook as fast as possible. Get this, put parchment paper on it, and we're good to go. But let's have a little chat. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Yes, I know what we're going to talk about. We can talk about some of the best, like, foods. My favorite foods or things that I prepped this week. Actually, let's just do that. I will prep sweet potato, red potato, ground beef, chicken. I do shredded chicken in the crock pot. And I'll use like chicken broth with it. Chicken broth with it. And then I'll also do, what else? Other protein do I use? Yeah, I'll either do like cottage cheese as a protein source, or Greek yogurt as another protein source that I usually will get. I also have protein powder too, but I really like doing the cottage cheese the most for like a snack. And then also we have chomp sticks, and those are really good. I'm trying to think what else. That's pretty much it for protein sources. And then for the fruits, this week I got strawberries and blueberries and apples, which I literally already ate the apples, so that's lovely. And so my breakfast this week has been sourdough. I'll do like 70 to 100 grams, kind of just depending if it's a training day or a rest day. And then I'll do 3 whole eggs over easy. And the best way to cook the eggs is I will literally do like crack them all open onto the pan. And if you want them over easy runny, like with your toast, which love, then you just like put the lid on top of it and kind of just let it get like a little clear top, like a clear coating on the top of the egg, and then like turn it off, and then just let it sit while you like getting your toast ready. And then it's like perfect over easy. It's like a mix between over easy and sunny side up. Now sometimes I overcook them, so you just kind of have to be a little bit careful when you do it. But that's what my breakfast is looking like. And then I'll do like 150 grams of blueberries 100 grams of blueberries, 150 grams of strawberries, something similar to that. And my lunch has either been like sweet potatoes and chicken with coconut oil and I usually do carrots, but I didn't make any carrots this week, so it's been sweet potato. And I like to put them in little cubes just because it makes it like a lot more have a lot more volume. So yeah, that's kind of what my breakfast and lunches looks like. And I think I already said coconut oil. Coconut oil, add that in there, and good to go. It's not very hot, like it's such a low calorie meal. So my next meal is like has to be way bigger than that, because right now my macros are looking like 230 grams of carbs, 140 grams of protein, and 65 grams of fat on my rest days. And my training days, 280 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat, and 140 grams of protein. So kind of obviously like a 50 carb difference, which is, how many calories is that? 200 calories. Just good like carb cycling to help keep your like I'm still trying to build muscle, put on weight, whatever, just to like make my hormones better. Also trying to build muscle, but I'm getting the parchment paper. But at the same time, like I want to make sure my gut is staying good, because sometimes when you eat too much food, like if you're in some sort of like a bulk or something, you're eating more food than usual, your gut can get irritated. So you've just kind of been keeping an eye on my gut, which has been fine. So that hasn't been an issue at all. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, my meals, my calories like 2,300 and 2,100. But just having that like difference between training days, rest days, helps keep you insulin sensitive, which is good. We don't want to be insulin resistant. We don't want to be resistant to carbs. So that's what we kind of do the opposite. And it doesn't affect your ability to put on muscle. Like I'm still in a surplus. I'm still going to be getting an extra food. It's just how I've always done it. And I do this with my clients as well, because it's like your body burns more fat for fuel when you're at rest. So that's why fats are higher on non-training days. And then on training days, your body uses more carbs for fuel, because it needs to have carbs to replenish the glycogen stores from you training. So that's that. Now my snack has been kind of all over the place. Like yesterday was like cottage cheese and bell peppers and almonds, because sometimes I just do random things. But for the most part, I keep things pretty similar, because I don't like to have to stress about like, oh, like what am I gonna eat next, you know? So but really, I didn't want to talk about like the luxury of working from home. I can meal prep whenever, but at the same time, like this is like time I could be putting into my work. So it's just kind of a poor preparation on me. But also I like whenever I have more like fresh stuff, but also too, I don't like stuff going to waste. And so that's why I'll just prep out like 2 times a week. So prepping my beef and sweet potatoes Sunday, and then also doing a prep today, which is good, just to like, because you don't want to waste stuff. I'd rather like, especially since my boyfriend has been here too and I've been cooking for him, just want to know like, all right, this is exactly what we're going to be eating and not wasting anything. So you never really know what he's going to want to eat, to be quite honest. So that's all I've got for the chitter chatter. But I'm going to put these in the oven, almost done chopping them up, and then I'm going to go do my client check-ins.